think the boldness on investment, I think when you look at the scale that they've spent, most probably over 110, 115 million just on the construction projects across the last 6-7 years. And any university that embarks on a journey as big as that and makes as big a statement as that, they've got to have a very big confidence in the students being attracted and the viability of the whole area. So anybody that makes that bigger decision and helps regenerate Birmingham is a massive sort of pat on the back, really, because I think they're leading by example and putting their money where their mouths are, really.
The perceived need was to expand, if you like, the university's offer for more collaborative working spaces, shared learning zones, social interaction spaces. There are other things as well, but that seemed to be the core part of the driver for the building. There's a lot of focus on open plan areas, particularly things like the open learning zone on the ground floor. Some great views out across the Digbeth Canal, views from the terraces. And I mean, aesthetically, a very impressive building as well. The main differences with Curzon is it's much more focused on just providing regular classroom setting type spaces on quite a regular grid layout. You do have also things like the learning centre, what we used to call a library, and you've also got a large lecture theatre as well. Parkside is very much more geared, obviously, to media, arts and media. So you have things like the film studios, TV studios, editing suites, as well as all of the facilities for the other departments that are art related, whether it's textiles and dyeing and printing or these kind of things. So lots of very different kind of spaces, and because of that, a lot of very different spaces dimensionally, if you like, inside, where you have, for example, TV studios that actually go up through 2 or 3 floors in height. Yes, much more complicated building in terms of its structural layout.
Oh, I love the large windows because it does bring in a lot of natural light, and it's much better to have that natural light when you're working rather than all the artificial lights.
I like the shape, the architecture, the interior design of everything. I do really appreciate these curvy chairs because they're really contemporary. And for me, I've got back problems, so it's nice and comfortable on my back as well.
I like how there's different study zones, so if you want like a little pod to yourself, you have that access, or if you want big table, big space. It's also a nice place to chill out if in between lectures and seminars. There's a lot of sofas and kind of free cool spaces to chill.
So with the new extension to the Curzon Library, it's really good for seating, and there's tons of power outlets, so no matter where you sit, you've guaranteed a socket, which is pretty nice because I know a lot of people work from laptops and things. Yeah, it's quite easy to navigate. It's quite a lot of natural light, a lot of just big open spaces. It feels much more comfortable to work in. And there's a lot more like group tables and places where groups can sit and work stuff out for projects and things. It's really quite exciting space, yeah.